Again, comic book fans everywhere, or at least the ones that watch this video. So, last night I made part 1 of my what I think DC Comics needs. Well, not DC Comics, just DC in general. What it needs to do with its TV shows, both live action and animated, and its animated movies. So, now I'm going to talk about what I think they should do with, their live action movies. So, this video probably won't be as long as the last one, because I covered 3 categories in the last one, only covering 1 in this one. However, it is kind of a wide category, I think. Anyway, I guess I'll go ahead. So, I'll start by talking about some ones that by now I'd consider old. But then again, I consider a lot of things old. The Dark Knight trilogy. So, those are probably like 3 of the best comic book movies ever. And almost 100% definitely the best Batman movies ever. Anyway, so you had Batman Begins, and that was super good. Then you had The Dark Knight, which was super great. And then you had The Dark Knight Rises, which was fairly good. But overall, I thought they were all good. And a lot of people, don't like Dark Knight Rises. And yes, I know they messed up with Bane, and I think they also messed up with Catwoman. I'm not sure if that's just me, but I think they did. Anyway, but it was still good enough. And yes, you could not understand a word Bane was saying. It was all like, only not quite as loud. But he was kind of talking really quiet and weird. But anyway, so I think altogether though we can say the Dark Knight trilogy was great. And I am totally going to lose the bet I made. Anyway, uh-oh, this dude's dead. Boom! So then I'll talk about the Green Lantern movie. The Green Lantern movie. That could possibly be the worst DC movie ever. Except for maybe the Batman and Robin with bat nipples. That one might be worse. Maybe. I'm not sure. Yeah, it is. Nothing's worse than bat nipples. Anyway. Wow, I can't believe the rival won. Oh wait, he didn't. Oh, I got him confused. Ha. Anyway, so Green Lantern just was terrible. Which is weird. I thought the trailer looked good. When I first saw the trailer, I'm like, oh sweet, Green Lantern. But that movie made me hate Green Lantern. I mean, they took the man without fear and made him scared of practically everything. Practically. And so, it made me hate Green Lantern. Like, at least Hal Jordan Green Lantern. I still am a huge John Stewart Green Lantern fan. I think he's the best Green Lantern, honestly. I cannot think of a Green Lantern better than John Stewart. I mean, there's the original. I, for some reason, can't think of his name. And there's Guy Gardner and Kyle Rayner. I think Rayner's his last name. For some reason, I always have trouble with heroes' last name. Even like Superman, I used to have trouble remembering that his last name was Kent. I knew he was Clark something with a K, but I didn't know. Anyway, yeah, it made me hate Hal Jordan, the Green Lantern. Anyway, now to The Man of Steel. That movie for me was just okay. It wasn't really good, I didn't think. for one, it was too dark for a Superman movie. Honestly, Superman, you know, what he says, I am justice, I am the light, I am Superman. It's not supposed to be all... I mean, that movie, I think, was almost as dark as The Dark Knight, honestly. And, well, it should not have been. I'm just saying. What else? I can't think of what else I really have to say about it. Oh, I hate that Superman killed Zod, by the way. That should not have happened, okay? You don't... I mean, Superman doesn't kill. You know, it's just... There were so many ways he could have saved those people without killing. So many. But, you know, you just never know. Anyway, if I were to name a few, I'd say gouge his eyes out, maybe. I mean, that'd be better than killing him. Or freeze breath. Could he definitely used freeze breath to end that another way. And then, I hate what they did to Krypton. Now, I am not a big Superman fan, but I am pretty sure that the comic book Krypton was not like that. I don't think they rode dragons. I don't think they had Matrix babies. And I'm really pretty sure that Superman's dad wasn't like some sort of warrior who fought General Zod. But I might be wrong. I don't know for sure. Anyway, let's see. I guess that's really all I gotta say on their movies. So, just a quick recap of what I said in my last video. Their live-action TV shows, just keep going the route you're going. Their animated TV shows, go back to your roots. Go back to the original DC animated universe. With their, animated movies, those are good, but they could use just a little less, well, sex and violence, really. They had a bit too much of that, I thought. I mean, like, I don't know if you watched, can't even think of what that movie's called all of a sudden. Batman Assault on Arkham. If you've seen that, you know, like, that movie is probably more sexual content than any other DC animated movie. Probably not more violence. I think Flashpoint Paradox have more violence, but still. I mean, violence doesn't bother me as well. Neither of them bothers me. I just don't think they're necessary. Anyway, and then with your regular movies, for one thing, let your characters crack a smile every once in a while. I mean, sheesh. Characters are walking around all frowning constantly. I'm up. Now I'm gonna die. Is there a way you can bet against yourself? Because I would totally do that right now. Just, I don't know. So, I gotta be Deathstroke. Gotta do it. I wonder who he's gonna be. Probably someone who can spam just as well as Deathstroke. Yep, Sinestro can definitely spam like Deathstroke. So, I guess that's all I got to say. You guys probably don't want to see me spam a ton. So, goodbye, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Goodbye, and DC.